sad. Natuma na sa balay guys. Never na mo rescue, baka yan, Gulalul Rio.
Philippines. Torrential rains and roaring winds have torn through the central islands, leaving cities drowned and the countryside underwater. From the crowded streets of Cebu to the coastal plains of Leyte, floodwaters have swallowed homes, highways, and entire communities. What began as a tropical storm has transformed vast regions into a patchwork of submerged towns and broken roads.
Tadi mo sa mad.
Rivers burst their banks within hours, sweeping through neighborhoods and carrying cars, trees, and fragments of houses. Drainage canals overflowed, turning every street into a churning current. In many low-lying villages, families climbed to rooftops as muddy water rose past windows. Cropland vanished beneath brown waves, erasing weeks of harvest preparation and cutting off farmers from their fields. Across the Visayas, the storm crushed transportation networks. Bridges were left fractured, ferries stranded, and highways buried in water and debris. In coastal areas, fishing boats were thrown onto shorelines like toys, while seaports filled with wreckage. Airports suspended all operations as terminals flooded, and wind gusts tore through roofs and signage, halting both local and international travel. Power and communication lines collapsed almost simultaneously. Entire cities went dark as electric posts snapped and substations flooded. Cell service vanished in several provinces, leaving communities cut off for days. Water systems were disabled, and residents queued for emergency rations, delivered by rescuers moving through waist-deep water. Urban neighborhoods suffered heavy damage. Houses built from light materials were flattened or washed away. Even sturdier concrete homes filled with water up to their ceilings. Schools, gymnasiums, and town halls turned into evacuation shelters. But many could not escape leaks and flooding themselves. Relief centers are now overflowing, with families sharing cramped floors and scarce supplies. In the countryside, the destruction runs deeper. Rice paddies and cornfields lie beneath stagnant pools stretching for kilometers. Livestock were swept from pens, irrigation canals clogged with mud and debris. Fisherfolk report that hundreds of coastal cages and ponds were lost, washing years of investment into open sea. The region's food supply and rural economy have taken a massive hit. City infrastructure also suffered severe strain. Public transport ground to a halt as roads vanished underwater. Hospitals running on backup generators faced flooding in their lower floors while treating an influx of residents suffering from injuries and exhaustion. In business districts, glass-fronted offices and malls stood in silence, their lobbies transformed into shallow lakes.
Nakita na ni sa maps, mamalihog ko. Tabang.
Environmental tolls are mounting by the day. Continuous downpours, loosened mountainsides, sending landslides crashing through forests and settlements. Rivers changed course, carving new channels through farmland. Sediment-laden water surged into coastal reefs, clouding once clear shallows. Fuel leaks from damaged boats and warehouses have left iridescent stains across harbors. Cleanup will demand patience and precision to prevent further harm. The government and aid groups are now racing to reconnect isolated areas. Convoys of trucks and helicopters have been dispatched to deliver food, water, and repair equipment. Bulldozers are clearing debris-clogged roads, while engineers assemble temporary bridges to reopen key routes. Volunteers and local responders are working around the clock to bring relief to stranded families. Recovery will take time. With many villages still waterlogged and infrastructure crippled, rebuilding poses a challenge that stretches beyond logistics. Farmers face ruined soil. Small businesses face lost inventory. Communities face homes reduced to foundations. But amid the destruction, stories of rescue and resilience emerge. Neighbors helping neighbors, fishermen ferrying strangers to safety, and volunteers rebuilding with bare hands. As the floodwaters slowly recede, they leave behind more than wreckage. They reveal how fragile the balance remains between land and sea, between preparation and vulnerability. Reconstruction efforts have already begun, though progress is slow and uneven. Teams of engineers and volunteers are patching bridges, dredging canals, and reinforcing embankments to prevent future collapses. Communities are rebuilding schools and health centers with sturdier designs, learning from the damage left behind. In flooded neighborhoods, residents work shoulder to shoulder, clearing mud, salvaging timber, and sharing what little remains. The road to restoration is uncertain, yet determination runs deep. Even as the land bears the scars of the storm, the people refuse to let the waters define their future. Thanks for watching Severe Weather, where we break down the facts behind nature's most intense moments. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel going. Hit the bell so you never miss a real, calm, and clear report. Note, some footage in this video may be used for illustration and may not show the exact event described. See you in the next one. Stay informed, stay safe.